Bangarang Rufio, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Lost Boys Gaming. It's that time of the year again, and Nintendo is expected to drop a new Direct here within a mere matter of weeks, potentially, hopefully even sooner than that. But there's been some stuff popping up online that makes it seem like it is coming and indeed should be soon, but I'm not totally convinced that we will see some more Breath of the Wild 2, aka Tears of the Kingdom, here in this next Direct, and let's talk about it for a little bit. So let's make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video so you're kept up to date with everything going on here, and let's get right into it. So like I said, we've got some new updates from, online retailers, such as in Canada specifically, I believe, where we got an update about Advance Wars Reboot Camp 1 and 2, and of course Tears of the Kingdom, both of those SKUs getting updates in their system. And this is usually indicates that they're going to be ready for sale soon. So Advance Wars Reboot Camp is a very good sign that this game is probably going to be dropped here soon. Now, whether or not this is just a tweet, a shadow drop like, hey, available now, or if this is something that they mentioned in the Direct, but the fact that it's there is a good sign. I would imagine this is more something that they probably say in a Direct and not necessarily just, shadow drop. Personally, think I would expect to see something like that. Then also Tears of the Kingdom, though, getting that update as well, which I would imagine they are getting ready for pre-orders on this game, which is a good sign. We're not going to get another delay probably. I never was I was kind of skeptical that we would get another delay. I know some people were worried about it. I never really was too worried once they actually gave us that release date in May. So I think that that's a good sign, that we should be able to pre-order this soon. And I think that all these kind of things line up very well for Nintendo Direct here within the next couple of weeks, as they will have to, announce pre-order dates and things of that nature. The question, though, that I think we need to answer and talk about a little bit more is whether or not we see Tears of the Kingdom at this Direct. It's been, like I said, a long time since our last Direct. It's not something that Nintendo has given us a lot of information on. We don't have a lot of information on Tears of the Kingdom. Just a few trailers that you kind of see here featured in this video. We've gotten some new things every now and then, but nothing, earth-shattering. I think the biggest reveal, honestly, was when you saw Link diving out of the air, and then we finally got the name for Tears of the Kingdom. I think that's kind of, at least personally, where I would put as the top, announcements for these games. So, but like I said, I don't know if we're going to see this at the next Nintendo Direct. I think that if we do, it's going to be, and maybe I said, I don't think this is going to be a big part of the next Direct. I think that we'll see it. That's probably not the best way to say this. I think that we will see Tears of the Kingdom of the Direct. I think it's going to be very short, though. I think that this is going to be something that Nintendo drops and says, hey, Tears of the Kingdom is coming out this day, and we would love to tell you guys more in a Nintendo-specific Direct. Now, I think that that's something that's going to come either, a couple days, a couple weeks after the Direct that we do get for, the general Direct. But I think that the enormous, or like how big this game is, I'm trying to say, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's how big this game is. They have to follow it up, with its own Direct. This is going to be the sequel to the biggest Nintendo game in the last 10 years. I don't think that's any argument to be made that Breath of the Wild is probably the biggest game that this has been released on the Switch, and this is going to be, hopefully bigger. And so I think that they have to kind of give it that preferential treatment. Here's the next best thing on Nintendo, and we've got to give it its own time. We want to dedicate, some time to show you more about why you need to play this game. I don't think they need to give away a ton of story information. I don't know if they need to give away very much, spoilery things, but I think they got to give us something. And I personally think that, they've closed the show with this so many times that I think that they're going to have to, maybe close with something different, but I think they've got to give us a specific Zelda Direct. And I personally think that that's going to be happening sooner than later. There's only, we're at the end of January here, so we've got all of February, all of March, all of April, 3 full months and a couple and change, before the release date of this in May. So I think that they've got to start ramping up the publicity for this, ramping up the marketing campaigns. And I think that a Zelda-specific Direct is probably one of the best ways they can do this and get this game out in front of everybody, and show them why this game is so unique and what is going to be so awesome about this game and why you need to pick this up. So that's kind of where my head's at. I do think we're going to see something. There's been a bunch of leaks, about, like I said, with Advance Wars Reboot Camp. We've seen some stuff about Zippo. I don't really think Zippo's that credible, to be honest. So that's why I never made anything about that specific leaks, with Mario Baseball. So there's a lot of stuff out there if you want to look at that up. I'm not really going to go into it. But I think the fact that stuff's kind of starting to leak out, I think that, it's indicative of what's to come, and that we're getting closer and closer to that actual announcement. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled to see what Nintendo does. I would expect to see something in the next couple of weeks, hopefully as well. But yeah, just have to see what goes on. I know I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what Tears of the Kingdom has to offer, what else Nintendo's got up their sleeve. Hopefully we see, like a Metroid Prime remaster that we've heard so much about that hasn't actually panned out. And then hopefully more about Tears of the Kingdom is kind of where I'm sitting at. So hope you guys enjoyed this update. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you think Nintendo's going to give us, a separate direct for Tears of the Kingdom? Or do you think that it's just going to be in the normal direct that is normal, and that we're just going to kind of keep just going how we've been going until May comes out? So hope you guys enjoyed this update, and until next time, catch you later.